My name is Giuseppe Laroca. I'm Vice President of Global Enterprise Sales at StackAdapt. And StackAdapt, I think a lot of people know it as a demand-side platform that's grown over the years. But what we really are is a marketing outcomes platform that bridges ad tech and martech.
That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about your idea on trends this year at Cannes?
Cannes is a really special event. Obviously, we're drinking here at 9:30 in the morning. That's besides the point. But it really is, the conversations are an intersection of obviously creative, media, tech, and really culture. And I don't think there's a better example of that than what's on the horizon, which is an amazing 2026 of live sports. And for me specifically, it's that evolution of live sports into programmatic in the digital ecosystem. If you look at the US alone, over 50% of consumers are now watching live sports content on their CTV apps as opposed to linear TV. And it just presents an amazing opportunity for marketers. It's only being accelerated by AI, and specific to programmatic, it's making it way more accessible, performative, and from a creative standpoint, we can start to have many more one-to-one conversations with customers through media and live sports. So really, really exciting. But the last piece of it, which is obviously the most important, is what does that mean from a measurement standpoint? Right, this is the first time that we can actually take a look at this digital ecosystem of live sports and measure against it, be it brand lift in incrementality or conversion metrics, and bringing that all together.
That's really insightful. And so being here at Cannes, what are some of the live sports events that you feel are a must-see, or some of the things that you see on the agenda that maybe are really worth going to?
Well, the reason why 2026 is so important, and we've sort of seen the growth in CTV live sports adoption from a consumer standpoint, even programmatic. But in 2026, you have the Olympics that are in Turin, but more importantly, you have the largest World Cup that's happening in North America, with a majority of the matches actually being in the United States. And so that creates a lot of opportunities, obviously, for brands. But if you think about where we're going to be this point in time next year when the World Cup is taking place, it's going to be much more digital, much more programmatic, and AI is going to essentially boost all of it.
I think that's really crazy too, because with AI, the rise of AI in sports, there's so many different things that we could see as an outcome. What are your predictions on that?
Well, a couple of things. I think first and foremost with AI, and we see this in programmatic table stakes, let alone live sports buying, is how do we do what we're doing today much more efficiently? And so the workflows to buy live sports and to buy programmatic and to drive those outcomes are going to shorten, they're going to condense, and we're going to be able to drive much more efficiency to get to effectiveness. And so that's what I'm really excited about. And you start to see that in platforms today, right? And then with live sports, it's easy to say, hey, let's put some live sports inventory into the platform. Who's going to want that? It's actually a really, really hard undertaking for two reasons. Number one, it takes a lot of queries per second, which is honestly a programmatic jargon, but you need to be able to invest in the technology to be able to serve on live sports. But secondly, in CTV, there are huge creative failure rates. And at StackAdapt, we built a technology that is AI driven that allows us to take one single creative and syndicate it across a number of different publishers in CTV, all powered by AI, and really addressing an issue that advertisers and publishers both feel.
Thank you so much. What is your hot take this year?
What is my hot take this year? I don't know if this is a hot take anymore, but it's ironic that we're all here, part of the ad tech industry, oftentimes talking about data and AI. The spirit of Cannes is a creative festival. And I think we overlook creative too much in our industry. One thing I'm really proud about at StackAdapt is we've invested in our creative studio team. And if the way you should think about it is you have creative in a number of ways, right? You have that one-to-one, really impactful, premium creative that our creative studio team can handle. You have turnkey creative, where we've leaned into generative AI in platform to be able to produce. And now with the convergence of ad tech and martech and centralizing a data hub, there are one-to-one creatives that you can scale via dynamic creative optimization. So the way we think about it is premium, turnkey, and scale. And the premium side of it obviously is what excites me most and what I gravitate to the most. and it's something that we're doing exceptionally well.
Thank you so much, Giuseppe, for being here.
Cheers.